What's going on YouTube? Just got some new stuff in today. So I'm going to do an unboxing vid. Been waiting on this for a while now, so I'm glad that it came in. Um, so just going to open it up real quick, let you guys see what it is. To actually take it out of the picture for a second so I can cut it open. Let's see what we got here. What are we looking at there? Oh, look at that. Let's get it out of the plastic. Beautiful. New Raven Concealment light compatible holster for my M&P 9 with the Streamlight TLR1. So let's go ahead and check the fit. Make sure that it's going to fit good. Fits in there real nice and snug. Got a really tight fit. Good retention, doesn't fall out. So that's pretty much it. Oh man, been waiting for this holster for a while now. I'd like to give a shout out to TOM FINEIS, works over at Raven Concealment. Thanks again for making you guys make excellent holsters. I mean, I've just hands down, I just love these holsters. I've tried several holsters and tried to get one that I actually liked, and just it hasn't worked until I started getting holsters from Raven Concealment. A lot of people do not really care for the weight period, and like I said, I was one of them. I started out, I wasn't gonna mess with the when I first started looking at Raven Concealment, they only had a 1 month backlog, and I was at that point where it's like, I'm not waiting a month for a holster. I'll just go get one from the gun store, you know, a leather one. And that didn't work. I mean, after a while, I was sick of that holster that I purchased. I tried and went with the Fobus holsters. Didn't like them. The closest thing that I did, you know, to these that I did like was the Blade Tech holsters, and they were actually a little bit bulky. They weren't really concealment holsters. They were more of they had more of a tactical application. But Raven Concealment, I mean, it's in the name, concealment. What those guys are putting out, it's phenomenal. I know there's a lot of guys doing Kydex videos, and since I've been doing Raven Concealment videos, I've been PM'd by guys that are making holsters, doing Kydex as well. I've seen some really good holsters out there, but I'm so used to Raven Concealment, I really don't want to use anybody else's holsters. I know there's some good ones out there. There's some guys that are really making some good Kydex holsters. You can do this in your garage if you've got the right press, and you've got the right materials. You can really make a good holster, and I've seen some really good ones out there that have almost made me turn away from Raven Concealment, but I don't think they stack up to what Raven Concealment is doing. There's a reason why they have such a long waiting period, and a lot of people are like, well, because the Magpul guys use them. Chris Costa and Travis Haley are using them. And to an extent that is true, but at the same time, people continue and they go back to Raven Concealment because they just make a great holster. You know, regardless of whether, you know, some high profile instructor is using these holsters and kind of putting the name out there, it's the truth. I mean, you know, those guys, those Magpul guys, Chris Costa, Travis Haley, who, you know, he's no longer with Magpul, but those guys, they really try and pick out the best stuff, the best gear, and they certainly hit a home run with Raven Concealment as far as, boosting the popularity of these concealment holsters. Um, just to compare this is a light compatible holster, and I also have my non-compatible holster with my M&P 45. I mean, and relatively, they're almost the same size. These are both the MD cut. They actually are the same size. Um, and this one just has the light molded in so that you can use your Streamlight TLR1 light. So, oh man, once again, thank the production staff at Raven Concealment. What you guys do is incredible. I've done my best to try and promote these holsters, not only on YouTube, but also just out in the community. I was recently at a gun show. I was actually leaving the gun show, and I was wearing my M&P 45, and a guy walked up to me, and he was like, "Is that a Raven Concealment holster?" And yeah, it's a Raven Concealment holster. And he was like, "I really, really like those holsters. I've been kind of on the fence about them, but I see the way you're wearing yours, and I think I might go home and order one." And I'm guessing he knew about the wait time. I mean, it's almost 4 or 5 months to get one of these holsters. And I told him, I said, you outside of I don't really care about waiting for the holster if I know it's gonna hold up. There are a lot of different types of holsters out there. I had one guy, I can't remember the name of the company he worked for, but he was trying to turn me on to his holsters. He was like, "These are basically the same thing as what Raven Concealment is doing, only I charge less." And his holsters were about $35. And like I said, I can't remember who the guy was and his exact comments, but when I went to his channel, his holsters were nothing like what Raven Concealment does. Not nearly as concealable. They were much more bulky. Just, to me, a terrible Kydex holster. And I explained to him why I continue to go back to Raven Concealment. And I guess, I don't know if he took offense to it or what, but he tried to explain to me that, Kydex is Kydex and a holster is a holster. And, I told him, I said, well, that's why I wouldn't order your holster. I'll never use your product because it's not the same. This is not the same as what guys are doing in their garage. I'm sorry. This is just far more superior to what some guys are putting out. Now, in that, I'll say that, if you're using a holster from, and it works for you, that's fine. This is just my personal opinion on the holster. I think that Raven Concealment, bar none, hands down, and I rarely ever say that about any product because I always think that there's something else out there better. Bar none, hands down, Raven Concealment, to me, my personal opinion, is putting out the best Kydex holsters on the market. And I know there are a million guys out there doing it. There are a lot of newcomers that are coming up and they're putting out some really nice product. But I don't think it has a chance against a Raven Concealment holster. You've seen some of my videos from last year where we did those outside at my old place of residence where we actually did a crush grip method. And my buddy, Numsy23, was wearing an M&P holster with the Surefire X300. And when he pulled his shirt down, you could not see the holster. I mean, it was literally, it didn't look like anything was there. And, Raven Concealment, their customer service is excellent. I've spoken with, or I've had a chance to text back and forth and chat with TOM FINEIS. If I've ever had a problem with any of my orders, he's always been there to fix it. So the customer service is excellent. You do have that backlog of 16 to 18 weeks. And some people are even saying it's up to 20 weeks, and I couldn't tell you how long I had to wait. I know it was between 16 and 20 weeks for this holster. But getting it out of the box and just seeing it, it's well worth the wait. So, I mean, if you guys are looking for a good holster, you really don't want to wait. What I suggest you guys would do is just order it and forget about it. You know, continue using whatever it is you're using. If you've got a leather holster, just continue to use it, and go ahead and place your order. They're not going to charge you until this holster is about ready to ship. So it's usually about a 2-week period before you actually get your holster. They charge you, and then within about a 2-week period, they ship out, and you'll have your holster. They'll notify you, and this all is inclusive of the 16 to 18 weeks. So you get to a certain point, they'll email you letting you know that your holster is going to the printer. They'll also email you when the holster has shipped as well. So what I suggest you guys do, I know there's a lot of people out there on the fence about Raven Concealment, and they're like, well, I just don't like waiting. You know, I don't like waiting either. But for a quality holster, for some good gear, it's well worth the wait. Honestly, I'd wait a year for a Raven Concealment holster. I'd wait even longer for a Raven Concealment holster, just because I know that it's good product. It's gonna hold up. The retention is great. The conformability of it, and just the modularity of this holster is bar none. Not only can you wear this outside the waist, which is the way I have this set up. This is the way I like to carry my holsters. It's on the outside the waistband. You can order some J-frame hooks and actually place them here, and you just move the screws and retighten, and the hooks will allow you to wear this holster inside the waistband. So, you know, you're basically getting 2 holsters for the price of 1. These holsters can also be mounted on POW webbing or molly webbing, whatever you call it. I've seen them mounted on battle belts. I've seen them mounted on chest rigs and plate carriers. I may do that. For the most part, I really like to have my pistol on the hip, though. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. You just, me personally, I don't think you're going to get it better than Raven Concealment. And that's just my personal opinion. So, once again, you guys got any questions or comments about this unboxing vid, feel free to leave your comments below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'm about to go to the gym, get my workout on, and this is going to come with me. I'll get at you guys later. Peace.